Sorry, that was just the recording sound. Okay.
So my story is called The Witch's Sons. There once was a witch, and she had two sons. Her eldest son was very much loved, but her younger son always seemed to be a bit of a disappointment. One day, her elder son, Renaud, went into the woods to look for some game. When he was in the woods, he came across a small lake, and at the edge of the lake, he saw 3 geese shed their feathers and turn into beautiful maidens. These 3 geese, then or now maidens, went into the water and bathed, and Renaud hid in the woods and watched them do so. In awe, he watched these ladies and fell in love with the youngest one, who was the most beautiful. And so when these maidens were done bathing, and they put back on their goose feathers and they flew away, he immediately ran home to his mother, the witch, and said, "Mother, you must know the way to get this goose girl to marry me." And his mother stopped what she was doing, turned to him with a smile, and said, "There's nothing easier. All you have to do is steal the feathers of the girl who has stolen your heart, and she will be yours." So Renaud went back to the wood, and he stayed there for 7 days. And 1 week after he had seen the geese, the maidens, they came back. And he watched precisely as the youngest, most beautiful maiden took off her feathers and left them by the shore. And as the maidens were bathing, he crept up to the shore, stole her feathers, and hid them in a burrow within the wood. He then hid back in the wood and waited for the girls, who still had their feathers, to put back on their forms and fly away. So now there's just this one beautiful maiden left on the shore, and Renaud is watching her, and he says, "Aren't you cold? Well, still in the shadows." And the girl replies, "Indeed I am. Have you seen my feathers?" "Feathers?" Renaud gasps in response. "No, I have not seen any feathers, but I do have a blanket you can borrow, and I can bring you home and warm you up there." So Renaud gives her the blanket, and they walk home, and on the walk home he learns that this goose girl's name is Amelia. So Amelia goes to the witch's house with the witch's son, and within a week it is announced that Renaud and Amelia will be wed. Now the other witch's son, Prescott, who always seemed to be a disappointment, never seemed to do anything right, was slowly falling in love with Amelia. He couldn't help himself, all right? He thought that she was the image of beauty. Nothing could compare to her. And not only that, she was kind-hearted, gentle, and wise. So Prescott fell in love with her. And as he fell in love with her, darkness formed in his heart. And when she wed his brother Renaud, the darkness grew more. And as they spent their life together, the darkness just kept growing and growing until Renaud's brother's heart was all black. One day, Amelia announced to Prescott that she was going to have a baby. And Prescott, so upset that his brother was going to get the happiness that he never could, went to his mother and said, "Mother, you must know of a way to ruin someone's happiness. You must." And the witch, his mother, turned to him with a smile and said, "Now whose happiness do you want to ruin, my boy?" And Prescott, knowing that his mother favored his brother Renaud, would not say his brother's name, even though that's who he wanted to ruin. So instead he said he wanted to ruin the happiness of the girl he loved, so that he may give her happiness from him and joy, and so she may rely on him. And so the mother told him, "Go to the cupboard and take the blue bottle from the top. Drink it before you go to sleep, and think of this person whose happiness you want to ruin." So Prescott did this. He drank the blue bottle, and he thought so hard about his brother Renaud. And in the morning, he knew what he had to do. First, he went to the wood and found the lake where Amelia was first found. And he dug through all the burrows in the land near the lake and found her feathers. Then he went back to his home and put these feathers in a beautiful box, tied it with a ribbon, and then went on his way to his brother's house. When he arrived at his brother's house, Amelia and Renaud were making supper of chicken and vegetables. It was all very homely. They welcomed Prescott into their home. They said, "You're welcome to join us for supper. We love your company." And Prescott said, "This is not going to take long. All right, I just have something I found in the market today that I just knew Amelia had to have." So he pulls out the box and presents it to his sister-in-law. And when she undoes the ribbon and she lifts the top off, she can't help herself. And she touches the feathers that are her natural form. And she turns into a goose once more and flies out the window, never to be seen again. Within a year and a day, both brothers are dead. They just can't live with the heartbreak. Prescott drowns himself in the lake where Amelia was found, and Renaud dies because he can no longer eat without his love by his side. He just withers away. And all that's left is a witch with an awful lot to